Well, finding out what prescription drugs go for on the street is as close as your computer, and it's not just drug users logging on.
Police say this is also a website that helps them. Tonight, Jim Armstrong takes a closer look at a site that supporters say might actually stop some drug abuse.
The transaction itself is meant to be a secret. Prescription drugs changing hands illegally. Neither person wants this deal to be public. Which is why what more and more people have started doing after a transaction like this is so unusual. Buyers and sellers heading to the web to dish about their drugs.
People are submitting product names, dosages, and prices.
The site is called StreetRx.com, and it's run by a Boston-based company, Epidemico.
Kind of like a Wikipedia for black market prices for prescription drugs.
The goal, to get an up-close look at something that's otherwise invisible.
At first, I was surprised to see the volume of traffic that we get.
The benefit to drug abusers is obvious. They get real-time info on what they should ask and pay for illegal prescription drugs. Click on Boston, you'll find dozens of transactions.
You can also click on the pin for Everett, for Malden.
You know, there are not a lot of great ways to get access to that information.
Once it's in the right hands, however, that information is incredibly valuable. Take police departments. Detectives can visit the site to learn what the going black market rate is for prescription drugs.
So that when they're involved in undercover operations, they sound credible.
In fact, illegal drug prices can tell a lot of stories.
Abusers spend their dollars just like you and I do for what they want.
A few years ago, Purdue Pharmaceuticals changed the way it makes the widely abused painkiller OxyContin. It's no longer crushable, so less likely to be snorted or injected.
Visit StreetRx.com and you can see exactly what that change did to OxyContin's street price. It dropped it by about 25%.
That's a good indicator that we're really annoying the right people.
By posting some oxys are worth more than others, users of StreetRx, incidentally, are keeping more addictive pills off the street.
That tells me we're making a dent in the right thing.
I'm really interested in developing prevention.
And addicts can actually help do that, too. Researchers at Tufts are hoping to use StreetRx to gather fresh data about how and where and when and why people use.
We might be able to get so much more information than we even knew was possible. And I think a website like this could allow us to do that.
So, if it turns out a lot of prescription drug abuse in Metro West starts in middle school, for example, then prevention work might focus there. It's another benefit that comes from creating this space for the anonymous postings of a completely underground population.
This is a way to go essentially direct to the source, direct to the community, to ask them.
The creators of StreetRx have gone out of their way to make sure the site cannot be used to set up drug deals and that police can't use it to catch buyers or sellers. Either thing, they say, would make the information gathered on the site a lot less useful. Jim Armstrong, WBZ News.